What's up, everybody? My name is Parasite. Welcome back to the Jose Mourinho Challenge with Sporting. Today we take on Arouca in the league and Atalanta at home in the Champions League group stage. We've played 4 matches, won 3, drawn 1. First 3 went according to plan. The last one, not so much. I've kind of discovered a trend for us in the league. Either we concede 0 goals or 4. There is no in between. It's only one or the other. So we started off with a game in the Estadio Portugal against Lusitano Evora, second division side, and we smashed them 8-0. You might notice we played only away games this month. That's kind of annoying. But we beat them for 8-0, destroyed them. Franjic got a hat trick. Angel Quintana got a brace. Guilherme Santos, Gonzalez, and Thiago Tomas, all with goals. Then the best one, a 4-0 win against Atalanta away from home in the Champions League. We played our 4-3-3, the one we set up for the Champions League that's a little bit higher tempo. I felt like coming off that match against Porto, that asymmetrical formation didn't seem to do very well. And I didn't think we had to go to the 5 at the back. So I thought, let's just try the 4-3-3. And it worked really well. DK with the brace, Gonzalez with the goal, Sesko with the goal. And it was fully deserved. We were really good. We then played our first league match against Famalicão, beat them 2-0. Sorloth and Tomas getting the goals. And then this one happened. Pacos de Ferreira, 4-4. And what was frustrating is that we absolutely destroyed them. At the point they had 4 goals, they had 5 shots on target. It was just everything was going in for them. We were lucky to bring it back. We were down 4-2, and we scored in the 76th and 87th minute to get the point out of it. But we had double their shots on target, over double their shots on target, triple their shots even. So yeah, that's so frustrating when you just absolutely destroy a team, but they take every single chance they get. Razzo got a 6.2. Their goalkeeper, 6.6. 6.5, I can't tell what it is. Whatever it is, it's very good. It seems like, it doesn't matter who the team is. If they're, newly promoted and awful, they get prime Neuer at goalkeeper and prime Lewandowski as striker. They score everything and they save everything. Just one of those matches. Hopefully not have another one today against Arouca, because they're also not very good. So this should be a comfortable victory. Something you might notice if you're eagle-eyed is we've got a couple of different names for our competitions. This is usually the Allianz Cup. It's now called the Taça da Liga. I think the Champions League's name got changed a little bit, but nothing too crazy. But actually noticed a problem between episodes with the French national team. I was just going through international squads, and I noticed if anyone in the French national team, if you access their profile from their national team page, it didn't have a picture. And I think it ended up being like a licensing issue. And the name change I used didn't fix it, but I found one that did. And so that's the new name change. That's why some names are different. So that happened. We also got a new face pack, or not a new face pack. We updated our face pack. So there's going to be some new photos as well. If you go to the pictures, go to the team screen. Team we got for this one. So, Guilherme Santos has a picture now, like a legit picture in the face pack. Sorloth, I think, is a little bit different. Nielsen's a little bit different. I think Santos's might be. I'm not positive. I feel like it is. And a couple other players. Sesko, I think, is a little bit different. And DK. DK, I kind of want to bring something up about it. I know something else to notice about him. The whole reason I was looking at international teams. We had an international break, and I got a notification saying he scored a goal. And so I thought I'd check to see what his goal scoring record is for the USA. He has 82 caps and 50 goals for the USA. That's kind of crazy. That is a lot of freaking caps and a lot of freaking goals. To put it into perspective, the USA's leading ever goal scorer is Landon Donovan on 57. DK's probably going to smash that. He's already at 50. He's only 27. He is going to smash that record. So that's pretty cool. DK doing really well for the national team. I did also have a couple upset players, which, that happens, but these were extremely frustrating because the first one was Quintana. For some perspective, we signed him last year, immediately loaned him out to the team we bought him from. So this is his first season at the club. His first season at the club. And we're 3 months in, and he came to me saying, I'm never going to be good enough for this team. You've been here 3 months, and not only that, he's received more game time than he even agreed to. He agreed fringe, he's gotten squad. I'm very confused. I'll never be good enough for this team as we've made 6 starts, 1 sub appearance in 3 months, being at the team for the first time. That is dumb. And it actually got dumber because another player came to me upset. This one about his playtime. It was, where is he? German Rivnier came to me. He said, I'm not getting the playtime I was promised. The problem was he did it on the exact same day, literally hours after he returned from injury. Like, that's got to be broken, right? I feel like that has to be broken. But I feel like ever since they put dynamics in, it's been a little bit wonky. But I feel like this year, it's worse than ever before. That happens all the time. Like, I've gotten multiple players come to me complaining about their game time. And I go to their profile, look at their happiness, and they're receiving exactly what we agreed upon, or more. He's actually receiving a little bit less. But for the ones that have complained, like they've been receiving the game time I've promised them, and they're still complaining about their game time. That is broken. I mean, that's broken. All right. Let's go to the team for this match. I want to play some football. So we're playing Arouca. This is the squad we're going with. I kind of planned in preparation for this match against Atalanta, try to rotate the squad as much as I could the last couple of matches, so we keep strong, fit squads for all three matches. So the one we're going with today is Sorloth, Quintana, and Gonzalez up top. Guilherme Santos, Ampadu, and Ugarte start in the midfield. Nuno Santos gets to start at left back. Escaio gets to start at right back. Nielsen and Franjic at center back, and Harazo in net. He's on the bench. Inacio, Malagusto, Braganca. Johannes Larsson gets a spot on the bench. Guy kind of trained to play center midfield because he doesn't really have any other position for us right now. Got a little bit of potential. João Palhinha, Anicic, and Thiago Tomas on the bench. I'm trying to rest as many players that are going to play against Atalanta as possible. This team is bad. I should be able to win this comfortably with this team and with these substitutes. So hopefully that's going to be the case. We're favorites here, and I want us to play like it. We've been a tad too inconsistent recently. We need to get that fixed. Don't think you can go into this match thinking you've already got it won. We need the same sort of effort and dedication, whether we're playing Arouca or Atalanta, and I expect that from you today. Are we going to have a kickoff highlight? It looks like it. And it's going to start with Arouca at least, but we're pressing high, see if we can win the ball. We're not going to force them to go long just yet at least. The fact they have three center backs means he probably should always have an out ball, but we do have three strikers, so we might be able to mark them. They might see if they can attack instantly, though. They've got a through ball, but we're going to get to it first. Nuno Santos does well to clean that up, and we're going to go on an attack of our own. We're going to find Guilherme Santos. The Santos is playing it together. Quintana gets played on through. A nice ball from Sorloth. He's got a lot to do from here, though, and he hits the post. Oh, that would have been a great start, but we're still attacking it. No, we're not. And we're going to halftime 0-0, even though we've destroyed them. They had like 3 shots in the last minute, but, I mean, it's been all sporting. We just have not been able to turn those shots into enough shots on target. And we haven't been able to turn any of our shots on target into goals. That's a problem. I'm not happy with your performance out there. It feels like everyone's just going through the motions. No one looks like they want to score. Newsflash, if you don't score, you don't win. And we cannot afford to drop points to a team in the relegation zone. Throw in, 55 minutes. Nuno Santos to put it into Ugarte. It's going to get... What the heck was that? What just happened? Did he just, like... Did he just head that, like, almost to the freaking corner flag? And apparently there was a push, and we got a penalty. I am extremely confused, but hopefully we can score. Sorloth does score. I mean, a weird set of circumstances, but it ends up with a goal. So, I'll take it. 77 minutes in. I'd like to see a goal from open play, but it looks like we're going to have a free kick. Quintana, very good on free kicks, and he shows it there. Another set-piece goal. Can we just score a goal from open play? We've had like 10 shots that haven't been that free kick or the penalty, and we've scored 0 of them. 10 shots on target, that is. We've had a lot more than 10 shots. But we need to start scoring from open play. Set-piece goals are nice, but eventually you're going to have to start scoring from open play. And with these stats, we should be. It's probably the last highlight of the match we've got to throw in. Nuno Santos on the ball. I even forgot to make subs. I should probably make subs. Franjic looking for the third, and he gets it. There's an open play goal, kind of. It came from a throw-in, but we'll just ignore that. Alright, subs. Larsson's going to come in. Guilherme Santos is not playing well and is on a yellow, but don't care. He's going to play Mazzala, and Larsson's going to play that advanced playmaker. Santos is pretty tired, but he kind of needs the match sharpness. I still think I'm going to bring on Braganca, though. I want to give Braganca as much game time as I can as well. And for the final sub, might as well make all 3 right now. I don't want to bring on Inacio or Malagusto or Palhinha. Could bring on Tomas. Maybe rest Sorloth, because we might need him next match. Off the bench, at least. But I would also like to give Anicic as much game time as possible. So I will actually take off Santos, and I'll actually play Larson as the Mazzala. Anicic is the advanced playmaker. And let's see this game out. 3-0 win, it looks like. I'll take it. And it does end 3-0. Every single player that started the match got a 7 rating or above. That's pretty good, even though performance, the second half was pretty good. We scored 3 goals, but 2 set pieces and 1 from a throw-in. So, still not super impressed. I still feel like we can be a lot better. Well done, lads. That was a good win for us. While it's important to take advantage of your set pieces, and it's great to get goals from them, we're going to need to be a little bit better from open play. You can't rely on set piece goals all the time. Overall, I'm pretty happy with your performance. I'm proud to see you step up in the second half and get the win that we deserved. Well done.
Did Futebol Clube da Arouca's poor recent form give you the belief you could win?
It certainly helps our chances that they're struggling, but we still have to do our part, and my players always believe in themselves. Decent win, and it keeps us top of the table. Benfica do have 2 games in hand, though, and if they win both of those, they would go ahead of us. So we need to keep stacking wins in the league. Quintana actually gets man of the match, but he's never going to be good enough to play for this team. So dumb. Alright, we've got Atalanta in 3 days, the home leg. With what we did in the away leg, this should be a good victory, but it doesn't always work out like that. And we are back to play Atalanta. I wanted to show the match stats from the last game we played against them because I feel like I sold ourselves a little short when I said we deserved the victory. We destroyed them. 25 shots to 4. They had 1 shot on target. We outpossessed them with a high-intensity, high-tempo game. Like, away from home. That was one of the most impressive victories I've ever seen. So today, we are still playing the 4-3-3, and I'm actually going to play the possession style. This is the one I played against them last time with the higher tempo and standard passing to space, run a defense. We were able to hold possession playing that. So I feel like we can do it playing, actually attempting to hold possession. So I'm going to go with a little bit more attacking tactic. You know, fits midfielder goes up a bit, or wingbacks go on attack. And I'm going with what I think our strongest 11 is in this formation. So Thiago up top, DK and Sesko on the flanks, Nunez, Palhinha, and Gonzalez in the midfield, Digne and Gusto, Inacio and Ruan, and Navistic in net. So it's a strong squad. Hopefully we put in a similar performance, because if we don't, I'll be very confused. We could secure qualification to the first knockout round with a win here. So go out there and impress me. Don't let our last matchup with Atalanta fool you. They have immense quality. And if you don't show up, they can and will beat you. So you need to bring your best today.
Both teams carry some good recent form into this match. How confident are you?
I'm looking forward to it. We have to show our quality and believe that we're the better team.
The first goal is crucial, right?
It's nice to start well. If we can get on the front foot nice and early, all the better.
Sporting CP were impressive last time out against Futebol Clube da Arouca. How do you carry that form into this match?
It's all about momentum. The more we can put these sorts of performances together, the better. There's going to be a throw-in. A minute in, Henko to throw it in. He's going to find Cambiasso. Going to look to run it. Who is this? Malo Gusto, who's pretty good defensively, but he gets behind him. Cambiasso has a chance on goal. Nearly deflected and over Navistic, but he does catch it pretty comfortably in his hands. And he's going to look to start an attack. He's actually going to roll it out to Ruan, though. You're used to our goalkeepers kicking it long, but you know that's the Sporting of old. The Sporting of now looks to build from the back, control the ball, and create good chances. And that's what we're going to do. Digne down this left-hand side. Going to pull it back to Mateus Nunez. Back to Digne. Does well to get behind his defender. He's going to have a chance to get to the byline and put in the cross. And he does. And he finds Pedro Gonzalez. And we take an early lead. And not the guy you'd expect to get on the end of a cross at the back post, but Pedro Gonzalez does well to make a good run. Digne does fantastically well. Got 2 men kind of watching him, and he still gets to the byline and puts in a very good cross. Their defender misses it. Pedro does well to hit the target, and we get a goal. Good start. 17 minutes in, we've dominated possession, and Atalanta still don't have a shot on target. And we're looking to attack again. Mateus Nunez is going to pick it up. Go back to Joplin. He's got to get the ball at his feet quick, and he does. DK with the ball all the way out to Gusto. In a lot of space, a good opportunity to put in a cross. City finds the goal scorer, Gonzalez. He does eventually find DK, but he goes over his head. Digne, the assister, is going to pick it up. Gonna find Mateus Nunes, and a lot of space to put in a ball, and he finds DK, who finds Pedro Gonçalves, and he has a brace. Wow, we are playing some really good football right now. Atalanta are not a bad team. I think the last I checked, they were actually second in Serie A, and they finished in the Champions League spots the past, 3 or 4 years. So this is a good team, and we are thumping them. Pedro Gonçalves, good finish. That is 17 finishing. We've got a goal kick, 35 minutes in, and we're going to build from the back. The new Sporting way. Digne on the ball, Mateus Nunes, DK dropping deep to pick it up. Go back to Mateus Nunes. Feels like Mateus Nunes has been very involved so far, as has Pedro Gonçalves. Malo Gusto on the ball now. Going to full pull back to Pedro Gonçalves. Finds Sesko. Cross. Poor defending. Very poor defending. But Bruno Thiago has a tap in. And it's 3-0 after 35 minutes. This could get ugly. But more than likely than not, we're just going to take our foot off the gas and nothing's going to happen in the second half. But a very good first half. Just awful defending by Joachim Meli, or however you pronounce that. Just awful. Just passes it straight to Thiago, and he cannot miss from there. Last highlight probably of the first half. It's going to be a free kick. Sesko's not going to quite win it, but this might be an Atalanta attack. We currently have as many goals as they have shots. So, yeah, we're doing pretty good. But they find Moreto. Nice ball through. He's got men at the back post. Cambiasso on the volley. A little bit unlucky for Atalanta. They hit the crossbar. And that's probably how the half's going to end. I think they counted that as a shot on target. I think so, because they had 3 shots before that, none on target. So that was apparently a shot on target. Possession, 57%. Went down a little bit as the game wore on, but, I don't care about possession, I care about goals. And we've got 3 of them so far. I'm pleased. We've created loads, and the scoreboard reflects that. That was a very good first half. But despite the scoreline, I want us to be just as good in the second half. I don't care if it's 3-0 or 0-0. I always expect the exact same from you. Your best. So far, the second half is going about as I expected it. We've got a good 3-0 lead, and we're just going to coast through this second half and enjoy the fruits of our labor. I stopped the 75th minute to make a sub. Tabanta's come on, as has Weigl. But I noticed this. Duvan Zabanta's picked up a knock. It looks like a bruised shin. I have the option to take him off. You do realize he's not my player, right? Can I take off one of Atalanta's players? Have I beat them so bad that I'm both the Sporting manager and the Atalanta manager now? I want to try it. See what happens. Is he off? Is he off? I don't think he's off. Apparently, I don't have the ability to take off Atalanta players. Now I know. There's going to be a highlight. Probably the last one, really the only one in the second half. It's going to be ours. Digne is going to float to the back post. Looks for Ruan, but he heads it over. This will probably be the last highlight. 2 minutes left, and they have a corner, and they nearly score from it. A good save, and on the rebound, they put it just wide. And that's probably how the match is going to end. We really coasted through this second half. Neither team really did much. They had a fair few shots, 6 shots, more than us actually, but no highlights. That last highlight was the only highlight they had of them attacking our goal. So I feel like we did a pretty good job. Their XG is very low. I would have liked to see us, play well in the second half as well, but I can kind of understand with the 3-0 win. They're not going to be too aggressive. They're just going to kind of hold on to that lead. See it through. That's what we did today. Very important win, though. I'm very happy with the result and the way you played. Obviously, I would have preferred if we played a little bit better that second half, but our primary focus was to limit mistakes and stay strong defensively, and we did that. Well done.
That was a really impressive performance even considering your recent form, right?
I'm happy with the way we're playing, and more results like this would be very welcome.
Morale seems really high right now. How far can it take you?
This is the sort of thing we need to build on and take advantage of. If we can cultivate a strong team spirit, we'll be on to something special.
You have to be happy with that win, right?
I saw patterns from the training ground and display throughout. The players have made me very happy by getting this result. That was a really big win. Keeps us top of the table and puts us in a very good position to be able to win this group. Man City actually drew with PAOK. They still have a game to play, but, if they lose that, I think we win the group. If they do win it, all we need to do is beat PAOK, and we win the group. This has gone about as good as I could have hoped for. Gonçalves obviously gets man of the match. I would have liked to see him get a hat trick, but I'll take a brace. He had a very good performance. He was really good. He had 2 shots on target, scored both of them. Really good performance by him, and from the team as a whole. That 4-3-3, even playing possession against a pretty good team, we looked good. We We looked very good. All right, now in terms of where we're going to come back, obviously this PAOK is kind of determine whether we win the group. Man City match might not even matter. But I still think I'm going to come back for Man City. I think we all want to see Man City away from home. We don't have a lot of chances to play them, so I think we need to show it. And the other match I'm going to show, Belenenses makes more sense. They're second. But I think I'm going to show Alverca. I think this is their first ever time in the top division, at least as far as I know, at least since 2008. They've gone on a huge run up the leagues, and now they're in the top division for the first time. This might be one of the only chances we have to play them, because they are bottom, and I would be shocked if they don't get relegated. So, let's show Alverca. We've seen Belenenses before. We don't have another chance to see Alverca. So, next episode is going to be Manchester City in a match that might not even matter, but it's still Man City, and I still want to win it. And then Alverca. I'll see you then. If you made it this far, why don't you like the video, subscribe, and click the bell. The links to all my socials and my Twitch are in the description. I really appreciate all your support. Thank you all for joining me. And I'll see you next time.